First thing first, there is nothing called a schooling visa as per the Canada immigration process is concerned. But many of you are using this term. I don't know where from you got this. So I had to come up with this title so that you can correlate what you were looking for. Anyway, I will try to explain as best as I can what you really mean and what really it is. Hello lovely viewers, this is Siddiq from Mission Canada. Hopefully this is going to be another amazing video for you guys, especially for those who all are a little bit of aged people. Let's say you are at the age of 45 or over or even below, but you're looking for an option to come to Canada and you're thinking as a schooling visa as one of the options. Probably this is the rightmost video for you guys. So stay tuned with us and stay with us till last of this video. First thing first, there is nothing called a schooling visa as per the Canada immigration process is concerned. But many of you are using this term. I don't know where from you got this. So I had to come up with this title so that you can correlate what you were looking for. Anyway, I will try to explain as best as I can what you really mean and what really it is. Schooling visa is nothing but getting admitted your minor in Canada, and while you are getting admitted your minor child in Canada, probably there is an option that you can stay in Canada. So that is all the idea you have, and you are telling at that as an schooling visa. I will try to explain as most as I can through some questions, because those are the questions I have received throughout our YouTube channel, throughout our Facebook group. So I have collected those questions all together and I will try to explain one by one. Yes, a minor can study and get admitted into Canada even though the parents, that means possibly you, are not the Canadian permanent resident or not the citizen. Still there is a way out. So who all are minor? In Canada, it depends from province to province. So it might be 18 or below, or it might be 19 or below. So these are the province who are considering a minor if they are 18 or below, and these are the province who consider the minor if they are 19 or below. Do the minor need a study permit? Yes or no? That completely depends on the parents' status in Canada. If the parents are of permanent resident, citizen, or under work permit or under study permit, the kids, they do not need the study permit for themselves. But if the parents are of just the temporary visitor or just the visitor and visiting in Canada, they surely need, I mean the kids or the children, they surely need the study permit for themselves. Minor students, they must need the admission letter from any of the institutes in Canada who all are under designated learning institute. Now, if you want to know who all are those institutions, please check this link. I am also giving this link in the description box, so you can check that link and find out your institution wherever you want to go, because that depends on the province or the territory. So you have to select from one of those. Definitely, if the minors, they are studying in Canada and the parents are not the permanent resident or not the citizen, not the study permit holder or not the work permit holder, in short, if the parents do not have any sort of legal permit in Canada, in that case the students have to pay their tuition fees. There is no other alternative. And if you are wondering whether there is any sort of a scholarship available for the minors here to study or not, you can imagine that would be the most impossible thing you are thinking of. Okay, so for the minors to study here, no, there is really no scholarship available here. Yes, there might be if it is super special. So if you want to know about the super special case, you need to talk to the school or the institution you are thinking about. Remember I talk about the DLI institutions, the designated learning institutes. You can talk to them, will they arrange any sort of a scholarship for them or not. But as I'm saying, you can you can imagine 99.99% probability is there is no scholarship available for the minors. Can parent come to Canada with this minor? Yes, they can, but just as a visitor. They will not have any sort of work permit or any sort of other legal permit to stay here or work here legally. So if any of you are thinking that can be a escape way, okay, for an example, I am the parent and I'm thinking, okay, I don't like to go for the IELTS, or I don't have any other specialty so that I can qualify for the express entry program or any other immigration program. So let's go for this schooling visa and enjoy the Canadian life. As I'm saying, unfortunately, yes, you can come just as a visitor with your children. You will not have any other legal status to live here or to work here. So that is not escape way. Who can take care of this minor, right? Now, as I already mentioned, as a parent, you can remain here just as a visitor to take care of your son or daughter, whoever it is, but they must have a Canadian local custodian. That can be your friend, your family members, your relative, whoever it is, but that local custodian has to be either a Canadian permanent resident or the Canadian citizen, okay? And beside them, you can remain here. For any minor who is 17 or above, they may be exempted from having a local custodian, but again, it depends on school to school or institution to institution. So if the school authority asks for one, you need to arrange that local custodian. What's the summary? Do you want to come to Canada under the schooling visa or not? Now, it completely depends on your objective, okay? Now, if you really want to get your child or children get admitted or educated in Canada, surely this is the right program for you. But if you want to think or consider this as an escape way for you, okay, I cannot go to Canada as a student or as a worker or as an immigrant, so let's take this chance and I will go there and become a permanent resident or become a citizen, then it's absolutely a wrong idea, okay? Please do not ever think of that. Going forward, if you have more questions, please feel free to leave your questions in our video comments or join our Facebook group, or if you want to talk to me one-to-one or have more discussion on this, then you can go to my blog and book my time if you need. So see you someday in Canada if you're coming. Bye-bye.